Hi, it's Nicole, and I'm here to give you a tour today of Kuykendall Science Building, otherwise known as CSB. I frequent my time here a lot as a bio major, so I know a lot about it. So, as precautionary, every student has to swipe into the buildings. It's just to keep our campus safe during this pandemic. To the right here is the planetarium. You might have Exploring the Universe in there, which is a really cool class to take. And across from it is the auditorium where I have lectures sometimes. There's a lot of cool paintings throughout the building of a bunch of students about different aspects of biology that they really like. This is an example of a Gen Bio lab. It's not that exciting, but I was there my freshman year. This is also an example of research that's been conducted here, and if you look really, really closely, you might notice that the research was done by Felicia Teep, who is an alum of the New Paltz Women's Basketball Program. Here's another example of a lab. This is on the second floor of the building. It's a bio lab. On the third floor of this building, there are chemistry labs. And then as we walk on the journey down with me to the basement, this is where digital media production, journalism classes are held. There's a bunch of cool labs for them. I've never taken a class with this as a bio major, but I know a lot of people who really, really like it. They have a lot of cool setups. And yeah, it's in the basement of CSB. So I hope you enjoyed. I love CSB, and I hope you'll love it as much as I do. I forgot to add, this is the greenhouse that is right outside of the building. I frequent here a lot now because I'm in a class called ecology. They grow a lot of cool things here, and yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So this big orange building right here is Wooster Hall. It has some labs for engineering students and science students and some really good food. It is located right outside of Old Main Quad, right by the other engineering building and humanities building. Very pretty view also. So this is Maddie on the basketball team eating breakfast outside, scanning in because of COVID. And this is the main lobby. A little overview. It's a 3-story building. So the floor is pretty cool because it's a little map, and the 3 stripes that are on the beginning of this video right here, the sun shines during the fall solstice on them. This is Element 93, which is really good. It has really good smoothies and really good breakfast flats there, but it's closed because of COVID, which is very sad. So this is a little reception desk, or you can print stuff there, ask for help if you need anything. And that is a little tunnel that leads to Kuykendall Science Building. This is an overview of the second floor. Some labs and some seating and another entrance. So they have a cool little wrap on the wall that is a replica of the mountains that you can see from campus. Here's some seating. A lot of people like to come do homework here in between their classes, or a lot of people like to come to some of the science buildings to do homework because they're a lot quieter than the dorms and there's a lot less people in the library. This is a little overview of the seating too, down below of Element 93. It's pretty big down there. As you can see, there's some kids studying in the corner. The whole building is glass on this side, which is pretty cool because you can see the humanities building, the little mural, and the walkway with all the buildings for classes on it, which everyone walks on, so you can people watch. So this is the other side of the second floor. It has some labs for engineering and computer science, and that's another entrance too. Again, some more seating for kids in between classes, or because they want to eat, or because it's quiet. The building is really modern too, so it's brand new, so it's really cool. Here's inside one of the labs I had a class in, my Intro to Engineering class. They have swivel chairs at all the desks. This is an administrative office. That's where you pay for stuff and get parking passes. And this is another overview of the lab. Here are some cool things that some engineering students have designed. here on campus, a little display of them, which I think is really cool. And that's Wooster Hall.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Ziogas. I'm a senior on the women's basketball team, and I'm here to give you a tour of Science Hall. The Science Hall is home to physics and geology mainly, but also you may have a chemistry class there, and mainly science classes. Because of COVID guidelines, every student has to swipe into the building, so this is just me put my ID up to the thing and getting my card access. Only students are allowed access to these buildings. So here's the main floor. I love this building. It's so bright and open. There's a collection of rocks. I can't tell you much about the rocks, but I think they're really cool just to be able to look at. Those are just some examples of them. They have them in display cases. I had physics here last semester, and these are just some of the computer labs that you might get to use, or one of the labs if you end up taking one of these classes, like physics or geology. I like to come here and study a lot. It's quieter than the library, and it has amazing views. There's a lot of open space just to be quiet, and I just love the view of looking at campus. Usually it's a really great place to watch the sunset as well. So yeah, this is the bottom floor. I had my physics presentation here last semester, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't forget, hand sanitizer. We are in a pandemic. Hope you enjoyed it.
This is the Engineering Innovation Hub. It is brand new this year. It is right next to the Resnick Engineering Hall and down the quad from the Wooster Hall and across from Science Hall. Let's go check it out. The Engineering Innovation Hub is mostly for mechanical engineers, and the Resnick Engineering Hall, which is across from it, is for mostly computer and electrical engineers. Every student uses their student ID to scan in. This is just a way to keep the campus more safe. This is one of the lounges that are in the building. People can come here whenever they want, and they could do homework, they could sit between class, or they could study. Down this hallway is some of the labs. Up on the left is a 3D printing lab. Anyone has access to this on campus, they just have to pay for whatever they print. On the right is another mechanical engineering lab, where most classes are being held. And on the left is the machine shop. Many mechanical engineers use these machines. On the second floor is another waiting area where people can wait to meet their professors. Most of the second floor is where all the professors have their offices, and this is where most of them hold office hours. Right there was another classroom with more 3D printers. Most professors have their office hours for certain times during the day, and this is when you can use it to talk to them about grades, homework, or anything you're not understanding in class. Here's a conference room that students can rent out to study with their friends or just do homework for anything that they have to do. Lastly, there's a design lab. The engineering program has teamed up with many manufacturers and companies, which is very good for finding a job after college.